Harinder Singh sir. So now, Dr. Neelam Mohan madam, let me introduce first. Dr. Neelam Mohan, DNB Pediatrics, MNAMC, FPPGH, then the FMSA, FRCPCH, and the many more degree in the healthcare management, Harvard Leadership Certified course. And she has more than 30 years in the pediatrics, 25 years is a gastroenterologist and a hepatologist. She has pioneered pediatric liver transplant program and adolescent care, advanced care in the liver and the GI disease in the India. She was is a recipient of the Dr. B.C. Roy National Award and first structural gastroenterology training in the India. So she authored more than 120 publications and the 50 plus books in the chapters. And she has a leadership in the IAP as a vice president, IAP Delhi, then the president, ISPGSN, and the initiated projects, parenting modules, EPIC 1000 modules, and the comprehensive nutrition program. So he is a community impact and advocacy collaboration with the Niti Aayog, ICMR, and the Global Pediatric Association. And she won the awards, eminent Dr. IMA Award in the 2024 and the Distinguished NBA Teacher Award in 2021. So in the public health and the community impact, she has a great leadership in the advanced child health policy with the Niti Aayog, ICMR, Commonwealth Health Ministries, and IP की बात community के साथ led community projects in the with the hepatitis awareness and the COVID-19 helpline and the PP donations. So I invite Dr. Neelam Mohan. Your time starts now for the 8 minutes.
Good evening, everybody. I would like to start with respect to the seniors who are here, the past presidents, the present office bearers, the election commissioners, the fellow contestants, and the esteemed IPNs. We are all connected through one core which joins us together, that is the health of children, which binds us together. I would like to thank IIP for giving this opportunity to me in maintaining the democracy of the elections and the election committee for the beautiful way in which the conductance is going so far. All the fellow contestants who won unanimously, great congratulations and best wishes for those who are wishing to fight against the colleagues for the elections. And at the same time, I would like to pay my gratitude to my co-contestants that so far the elections have been maintained with morality, ethics that IAP looks for. I'm grateful to Dr. Yogesh, who's already introduced me, and in my 2.5 decades of career as a pediatric super specialist, I worked in different capacity, whether it was a clinician, whether it was academician with 1,000+ talks over various parts of the countries and 200 international talks, which included right from a faculty being in USA, UK, Commonwealth, Japan, Korea, Saudi, Malaysia, etc. And it gave me a good vision about how things work in other countries. I've been into administration and organization. When I say, was really impressed to see that I've organized 30 conferences in 25 years in the capacity of an organizing secretary or a chairperson, whether it was at a state, national, or an international level. And during this, my enthusiasm to learn about administration and leadership led me 5 years back to train in the ISB health management and Harvard leadership. It changes your impact towards what is humility, what exactly is needed in a leader. Because most of us pediatricians get, maybe doctors too, we get confused between leaders and administrators. These are two different things. You can't confuse the managers to leaders. And through this journey of my career, I was blessed with several acknowledgement and awards. And I was also humbled to say that I was in the Forbes magazine as a powerful performer, probably because during the COVID time, I generated 2 CR and gave it to the governor of UP to run buses, which were covered adequately in NDTV. And I've been fortunate to have been talking about health in the nationally because I've been covered in 500 plus electronic interviews and 300 plus interviews in magazines and newspapers. Anyway, to cut the long story short, what really interests me is my relation and my binding with IAP over 2.5 decades. And what more, this IAP body, which was just a small body 6 decades back, has grown into something more than 48,000 and in every district. And what's more, now we're getting global. You're getting branches which are in other parts of the world as IAP. And I envisage that we're going to be the biggest academic pediatric body in the world. So, yeah, friends, we really need to understand that the person who's going to lead president has to be good in communication skills and presentation nationally and internationally. And I would like to say, just like IFP has strived towards ethics, towards academic excellence, and included parent education, my vision is going to be none less. And just because I did not want to get confused, I thought I'm going to come with a very simple agenda, which is going to be on my acronym, Neelam Mohan. And that's the acronym I'm going to use so that you would remember it. So, N, I would love to work for neonatal mortality reduction into a single digit, the dream of a country, and work for breastfeeding, which is the need of the hour. Nurture education and research, because having worked in internationally through Commonwealth countries, I've realized we lack in our research. We don't promote our youngsters. And I think I would give a chance to the youngsters who are going to present nationally and internationally. They would be sponsored by IOP if they are projecting IOP in their conferences. And I would utilize that for them. E, for enhancing the pediatrician's practice with practical evidence-based knowledge and solutions. And here I would say that I would believe in equitable distribution, whether it is rural or urban, whether it is government or private, whether it is teachers or professor, whether it is seniors or youngsters. Remember, youngsters, knowledge you may have, but wisdom the seniors will have. So we need to go together. E, for enhancing pediatric emergencies. In the pediatric specialties, though I'm going to work for pediatric specialties through Indian College of Pediatrics, I would still focus on pediatric emergency for each and every pediatrician. L for learning. This learning should come not only through the modules and the academics. We need to think now for apps and AI learning besides books. That's the need of the day. And of course, L for ladies empowerment, and L for women. We need to look into their safety and protection after the recent R&R. We are shocked to what has happened. So that would be addressed. And A, for adolescent issues, would not only address nutrition there and parenting. I would like to address addiction about these youngsters which are getting prey to the addiction. M for the mental health issues, and M for members engagement. I'm going to have a platform to hear the voices of an IPN, keeping the interest of a common member at the core. Now coming to Mohan, M for mentor-mentee project. This is what is there in internationally, and we need to understand what is the mentor-mentee project, how responsible the seniors need to be for mentoring the youngsters and not dominating on them. Maximizing the final efficiency financial with optimal use of financial resources. Like, for example, the gala dinners, yes, we can have them, but how I can save from that money and utilize it for being youngsters being supported for their travel allowances, etc. And when I talk about financial literacy, it would be also for every pediatrician, whether men or women. They need to be also talked about the financial literacy. O for outreach programs, which would increase outreach not only for the community, for the parents, but also for the pediatricians serving at the disadvantaged areas, the remote areas, and probably areas like J&K and the Seven Sisters of Northeast. We need to look into that. And here I would say that I'm not going to throw the beautiful outreach modules that my predecessors had made. I'm going to endorse and enforce the existing programs like the Triple X, the IIP Ki Baat, Community Ki Saath, and the parenting modules, rather than jumping to something new and throwing them into the dustbin. H for healthcare leadership with government, international organization, NGOs, ministry, and not only when we talk about this leadership with the government, not only should we restrict it to vaccination and infectious diseases, etc. I am going to work for a mission of my beloved president. I think we need a ministry of child and adolescents and not just women in charge. So, being in Delhi, being with my bureaucratic connections, maybe I shall be able to use, because fortunately, I'm into the World Congress Pediatric Gastroenterology. I'm into their membership. I'm like one of the 7 members there who's been the president of the entire Commonwealth countries and connected to so many people. So it's been an A for approachability. Remember, Narendra Modi ki man ki baat, that is Namo. Here will be Nimo. Neelam Mohan ke saath man ki baat. That is where I'll be approachable for each pediatrician to talk to me. And last, the N, nurturing the young pediatricians for various roles, not only in academics, but train them in administration and leadership. I was shocked when I traveled 95 days this year for my election campaign. People didn't understand the meaning of leadership and administration and manager. I would nurture my young pediatricians to get this. And the last N is the national strategy for healthcare. When you're asked to cut the woods, don't jump and run to go and cut the woods. Think, how should you sharpen the saw before you go out? And that strategy. So, dear friends, it's not about me. It's about you. It's about us. I'm here to believe in inclusiveness, to believe in empowerment. I'm here to think that we need each pediatrician to get involved towards to reach our dream towards empowering and making India a global place for health leadership. We've not anymore 10,000, we have 48,000. We need strategies which are going to be much beyond that. And at the end, I would humbly request, let's think beyond state, region, zone, gender. Let's embrace diversity. Let's embrace change. Let's think of innovation. Let's think of progress. Let's think of academics, and let's think of Neelam Mohan. I love my colleagues who are participating for the president. They're all good. They're very good, and they've done a lot for IAP. But here we are. If you really want to choose one, you should know who's going to be the best for the mother IAP. Place your trust in me, and I promise to work tirelessly towards our shared goal. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Neelam Mohan madam. You have exceeded 3 minutes over, but with your emotional appeal, it's okay. Thank you very much. Now I invite Dr. Basju Vaswara sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Neelam Mohan, for sharing your 2.5 decades of experience in Indian Academy of Pediatrics, and also you are an executive board member when I was a secretary. So your work with you, we know your vision and the importance of a child health is, and that's what we really, how do we communicate both at the nationally as well as internationally. Think we liked it acronym. That's a very, very important, touching upon the neonatal health, that of an adolescent health, and the most happening thing in the present era is a mental health issue, touching upon That's a very important thing. The whole government is talking about that. And of course, as a pediatrician, we need to be looked into that. ICP is another thing. Of course, the innovation and technology, adapting a technology, and also the importance of leadership, how we can embrace the new technologies and artificial intelligence. These are some of the things which is the need of the hour. And of course, your mentor mentee and maximizing the pediatrician practice also is another thing which is really need of the hour. So thank you very much. Looking forward for working with you all. Thank you. Best wishes for the your upcoming.
Thank you, Basara sir. Now I invite Dr. Vasant Khalarkar for the remarks.
Yeah, respected Dr. Neelam Mohan, really thank you for sharing your vision, mission for IIP. I'm really impressed with your sporty attitude. Your versatility and connectivity is witnessed. Your global presence is appreciable. Your young talent promotion is the need of the hour. And financial history is raw area which is need to be looked out. Your bright academic career, which though you are working since last 2.5 decades, but it seems that you are working since long time. Your work in that liver transplant is really amazing. Passion for your our organization, that is unimaginable. And really the connection with the government, NGOs, that will work for our organization. So many awards you are receiving, that that shows your quality, how to raise ourselves and our organization. That's the thing. And definitely bold approach for organization and our colleague. That's really great. I think IP will get one promising person if you win. So I wish all the best for your mission. Thank you.
Thank you, dear Dr. Vasant Khalarkar ji. Now I invite Dr. Upendra Kinjwarkar sir.
Yeah, good evening, Dr. Neelam Mohan. Neelam Mohan ke Man Ki Baat. Wow, that was something special. Looking forward to listen to that. You are the one person, actually, it is said that think global and act local. But you are the person who has started her journey internationally more and now coming to IIP. People become IIP president first and go on international forum. But you have already achieved everything internationally and now coming to IIP. The second part is, I think every president has some, love and special affection for somebody who has been their EB members. I was fortunate that you were EB member in 2023 when I was the president, and I really remember your immense contribution. Your academic journey has been phenomenal. Even today, if there is a talk of Neelam Mohan speaking on recurrent abdominal pain or constipation, listen advances, interpretation of LFT, advances is liver transplant, and the house would be full. That speaks volume that entire country has accepted you as a great academician. But not only that, I was very impressed. Just a week ago, I traveled with you from Bokaro to Ranchi airport, about 2.5, 3 hours journey. And that was really inspiring. And the way you humbly put that your contribution, that 2 crore contribution during COVID times to UP government, that speaks volume. And you never made a big news. People would have gone all out only by speaking about that the way, but you never do that. Your BC Roy award, all doctors are aware of how important it is. So all in all, great thing. And as Dr. Basavaraj and Vasant said, if your Neelam Mohan, the acronym comes into place, IIP would be benefited. So all the best for your future elections. Good luck.
Thank you, Dr. Upendra Kinjwarkar sir. So now I invite Dr. Vinay